Hello, one and all! It's my view of that time reincarnated slime, season 2, episode 11. In this episode, oh my freaking god, this episode was amazing. It was so good. So good that I honestly struggled to figure out where to best start this review, but as is written, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So let's start off by talking about the words of the world. Now this is a rather hard concept to explain, but I think the best way I can describe it is saying it's sort of like the world's operating system. It announces certain things, like when someone unlocks a new skill, or when they evolve. And, when the Harvest Festival was announced to Rimuru's people, it was not being announced by Great Sage, but by the words of the world. Though this does raise the question, why exactly does Great Sage sound like the words of the world? And that is a very interesting story. Basically, when Rimuru first reincarnated, Great Sage did not have the ability to speak. But that kind of limited its ability to help Rimuru, so it more or less hacked God, hacked the world's language, and borrowed its ability to speak to better serve Rimuru. Oh, that's insane. That is utterly insane. Already makes it probably the most amazing skill in this entire world, but this episode pushes it to the next level, as it tries several 100 million times to evolve. Again and again, it tries only to be rejected. It tries only to fail, before it finally works. It finally is granted the ability to evolve. As Light Novel says, a reward provided for the infinite effort involved with that attempt. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. But what's truly terrifying and amazing is that in this part of the light novel, after she evolves into an ultimate skill, she begins to wonder why. She questions why it is she went so far, why she's trying so hard to serve Rimuru. She even says the famous line from Descartes, "I think, therefore I am." Oh my freaking god, I love this scene. I love this scene so much, I wrote a college essay on this, on what the scene meant for defining consciousness, and if artificial intelligence could ever reach the point of being truly alive. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. But speaking of ultimate skills, that's a term that I think definitely needs a little bit of explanation, because common knowledge in this world is that there are 3 types of skills: regular skills, extra skills, and unique skills. For example, Great Sage and Gluttony are both considered unique skills, with Gluttony being considered the highest class unique skill because it's named after one of the 7 deadly sins, and those are, basically the strongest desires a person can have, so a skill named after that means that is as strong as primal a desire as you can possibly acquire. But ultimate skills, oh my god, no. Ultimate skills are a step way beyond that. They are ability to actually rewrite the laws of the world. Basically, if you have an ultimate skill, you're more or less a god. In fact, ultimate skills are so rare that not only does Veldora, the freaking Storm Dragon, not have one, he's never even heard of them. Oh, I love that. I freaking love that. So yeah, basically, Rimuru has more or less become a god because he obtained an ultimate skill. Actually, he obtained 2 ultimate skills, because once Raphael managed to essentially be born, she was able to create a second one, Beelzebub. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. It's also seemingly implied in the manga that the reason why Great Sage recommended Rimuru summon those demons was for the sole purpose of sacrificing them to revive the dead. Yeah, it said that she required demons because she required the desire to live, and demons are essentially desire incarnate. Which, yeah, very creepy. But let's talk about demons now, because they are fascinating creatures. Basically, demons require a physical body to exist in the mortal realm. Now, a single human corpse can give them that physical body for several days. And once they're done serving their master, once they're done, performing whatever purpose they were summoned to do, they're more or less free to party and kill and destroy in the human realm, which, oh yeah, they're dangerous. They're very dangerous, especially since Rimuru provided them 20,000 corpses, which gives them a very long time to party in the human realm. Oh, but then we have the one in the middle, the special one. Now, I debated quite a bit whether or not to use his name in this video, since it was used back in Season 1, but for the sake of remaining spoiler-free, I'm just going to refer to him as Sebastian. Now, Sebastian, he is an interesting one. Now, the reason why Ryzen was so convinced that he was just a lowly greater demon is because the spell Rimuru used can only summon greater demons. For something stronger than that to find its way through would require a level of skill and power and just sense of self that would be utterly terrifying. Oh, and I do just freaking love the way the light novel describes it, basically saying that Ryzen would not be so utterly terrified of this monstrosity if he had not delved so far into the darkness that he knew what lied in the shadows. What kind of horrifying beast did that monster grant a body to and unleash upon this world? Oh, I love it, because primordials are not the type of demon you're going to find in history books, or even in legends. They are far older than that. They are the first 7 demons to ever exist. They are beings that are older than Veldora, the freaking Storm Dragon. So yeah, Sebastian is super, super terrifying, if that wasn't obvious enough, when he deflected a nuclear strike with a breath. Yeah, he didn't, knock it out of the way, he didn't punch it or anything like that. He breathed on it and it flew in the completely opposite direction. Oh, that's scary. That is so, so scary. And then later on, he sacrificed his own companions for the sake of earning Rimuru's praise, which, oh, I love that. I just freaking love that. And what's more, it wasn't like he's saying, here, I'm going to kill them for you. They were very willing to do it, with him even saying, I'm so envious of them being able to sacrifice their lives for a master. Oh, demons are a fun bunch. They are a very fun bunch. Oh, and then later on, he fails to catch Rimuru because he turns back into a slime. Oh, I love that. I just freaking love that. Anyway, rest of the episode. So we start off with Rimuru still killing a whole bunch of people. Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Meanwhile, the king and Archbishop Rahim are in the tent crying and sobbing and praying not to die, which... Oh, I love that. I love that. I mean, seriously, these two they're funny. They're actually really funny. I mean, even with the king, snotting it up, sobbing uncontrollably, he still attempted to, be proud, be arrogant, talk down to Rimuru, saying, hey, I am a king, you'll talk to me with respect. And then he gets his hand cut off, which, oh, that's the least of his concerns. That's the least of his concerns. I really do just love the arrogance this man has, even after seeing the destruction, even after the weeping and the crying and everything. That was just, oh, that was amazing. That was so amazing. And his behavior was so utterly ridiculous. Rimuru actually thought he was a body double who was just trying to buy time. And then there was Archbishop Rahim, who basically agreed to betray the church and say, kill everyone here, just please don't kill me. I'll tell the church, I'll lie to them. I'll say you want to be friends with us, even though you've just killed like 6,000 to 20,000 people. Oh, that was so amazing. That was so freaking amazing. Oh, and there was Fulgen, the legendary knight, the protector of the kingdom. He said, don't worry, I will go find other soldiers who will make a meat shield to protect you. And then he walks out, and he gets shot in the head, and he dies. And there is a reason for stupidity here. There is a reason why he walked out, even though, knowing there were death beams falling from the sky. At this point, they were still utterly convinced that, the attacks were more or less random, that them hitting their targets was more just because, there were so many attacks. They didn't think it was physically possible for a monster, for any being in this world, to do this level of attack with this level of precision to actually target individuals. But, oh, yes, he could. Yes, he could. And then Ryzen, for some reason, thinks he can stand up to Rimuru. No, he cannot. He gets shot in the head, and he would have died without the survivor skill. And really, though, Hakuro warned you. He told you that you could not stand before Rimuru. And no, you could not. And then we get to see one of my favorite skills in the entire series, Merciless. A skill that can kill anyone who surrenders to you. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. I mean, I can't imagine there are that many times Rimuru would actually need to use this skill, but still, it's just such an overwhelmingly terrifying ability. And my favorite part isn't even the fact that Rimuru used it to kill 15,000 people this episode. Even though that was so amazing, it was the fact that the skill can be used at any point. Basically, if someone surrenders to you, then at any point down the road in the future, you can choose to kill them. Oh, that is a scary skill. That is such a scary skill. And then Rimuru gets the necessary souls he needs and starts evolving into a demon lord. Yay! Unfortunately, he gets very, very sleepy. And I just love how he's basically melting on top of Ranga's face. Oh, that was adorable. And then Ranga rushes back to Tempest, back to the center of town, and delivers the king and the archbishop. And I do also just love the fact that Yom is currently tying up the king. That is his king, by the way. He is technically a subject of that man. Now he's tying him up and planning on taking his job down the road. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then they wrap Rimuru in a blanket because they're worried he's going to get cold. Seriously, you're worried that your Demon Lord Master is going to get cold while he's digesting the souls of 20,000 people he just killed? I mean, that is a little bit insane, but at the same time, I love they did, simply because of how he looks afterwards. Or I guess more accurately, how Raphael looks afterwards. Draped in that cloak, she looks like a freaking goddess. Like Venus or something. It just looks so amazing. It works so perfectly. And then we actually get to see, what she's capable of. Summoning all the magicals from all of town at her at once. Like she's basically opened up a freaking black hole using Beelzebub. Oh, that was amazing. That was so freaking amazing. And then we come to the end of the episode, and we definitely get a tone shift here because, the end credit music starts playing. It's so upbeat, so happy, so peppy as we're staring on all the people that Rimuru was attempted to revive. And, it definitely seems optimistic. I mean, we see Shion's hands start to move. We see her eyes start to open. It seems quite likely that she and the rest of them might actually be, revived successfully. But there's still the question of how successfully they will be revived. Let's not forget, when Malim tried to revive her dead dragon friend, it went very, very badly, and it, evolved into a chaos dragon attempted to destroy the entire world. Yeah, that could definitely be bad, though I would really like to see a chaos goblin. That would actually be really cool, but you could definitely see, them waking up, them missing memories, them missing part of their souls, them missing part of their personality traits. Also, Raphael did use some demon parts to revive them, so they might be a little bit demonic moving forward. That'd be, probably a little bit concerning. Definitely a little bit concerning. Yeah, but let me think else down below. What do you think of Sebastian, the new demon that Rimuru summoned? Do you think he's going to be a permanent part of the cast? I freaking love him as a character. I cannot wait to see more of him. Do you think the revival worked successfully, or do you think they're going to come back broken, damaged in some way? And, what's going to happen moving forward? I just cannot wait for next episode. It is the last one for a little while. After that, they're going on break, though we are getting Slime Diaries while the break's going on, which is basically like a slice of life spinoff. I'll talk a bit more about that next episode, but let me know all down below. Be sure to like, subscribe to the video. Until then, peace!